Yeah, this is another installment of the T1 build. I'm getting ready for camouflage. I'm going to airbrush that today. I've got the tracks masked off. It's got to have a lot of cleaning yet, you know. It's got to be hit with the tack rag, and there's some spots on it. I've driven it a few times since I painted this color, so I've got some cleanup to do. Yeah, the workbench is still a sty. That's probably always going to be the case. This was the plastic T1, so it originally had the black on the muzzle. I've just kind of left that there. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? I'll touch that up later. But anyway, that's where we're at now. There's one thing I wanted you guys to see here, though. See how I'm spinning that tank around? You can find these things in the weirdest places. Let me get this to stand by itself. My turntable used to be a spice rack. It's just a piece of plastic with a ring on the bottom that turns. Here there used to be two cross pieces of plastic that stood up about this tall, and it had another layer on top, and then it just held bottles of spices. I think it held 8 good-sized spice bottles in there. So I just took the top off and turned it into a Lazy Susan. You can find them things all over the place, and they're just, I can't tell you how great they are for working on these things. This one just happens to fit just perfect. Takes the weight okay. It's no problem. I'll use it when I paint too. You'll see that set up in the next video. So anyway, that's where we're at now. All the Pioneer tools have been removed, or most of them. There's a couple that I didn't take off, and they've been smoothed out. The holes are still in place for the shovel and all the cables. I've been looking at these copper cables to replace them and use the new hold down here, but the copper cables that you get with the Tijen tanks are actually a little bit too long, so I'm going to have to investigate that more when the time comes. So anyway, I got the new decals to make this tank match the 1/48 scale tank. There's a guy named Mike down in Kentucky that is just awesome. He sent me this set of decals in 1/16 scale. I'll be using the S33. I'll be using the Gremlin or Monkey. I'll be using these symbols too. We'll try to keep it somewhat realistic. I'm still going to have the stripes on the shoulder wheels, and that's not on the real tank, but I like the way they look when the tank rolls down the road, so I think I'm going to keep them. So anyway, I'll get back with you for the next installment, and then it'll have green camo on it.